Hello, this is Professor Pope, and this is a brief video, which is the first video for the Health Law Seminar. This video is on identifying your topic and thesis. So let's start with an overview. First, I want to emphasize that this is your project. My role is really that of a coach, to support you, to facilitate your project. I see my role as one of helping you achieve what it is that you want to achieve with your writing project in this health law seminar. And I guess it's worth stepping back for a second and thinking, what are the benefits beyond this course? So by taking this course, you earn some credits toward a JD degree, you satisfy a requirement for a health law certificate if you're pursuing that, and you satisfy the advanced writing requirement, which is required for a JD degree as well. But what else? What else do you get? Well, writing is perhaps the most important skill of lawyers, and this project will help hone your research, writing, citation, and project management skills. It will help you to also develop subject matter expertise in whatever subject it is that you're writing on. And if you publish your paper, then it will bolster your professional credentials and your reputation, because employers or clients will turn to you for that type of work, because you clearly have demonstrated that you care about it and that you have something to say about it. So the core objective of the Health Law Seminar is what? It's this. It's to write an 8,500 word health law paper and send it to me by May 20th, 2018. I mean, that's the most basic and the most simple statement of the core mission and purpose of the Health Law Seminar. Now, there are a lot of other deliverables, other due dates throughout the entire semester before May 20th, 2018, but those are all steps to nudge you along toward that ultimate final goal. So, turning to the subject of the topic of the paper. First, this is your choice. I'm not going to give you a list or definitely not assign topics or even suggested topics. It's your choice. And only constrained by the requirement that it be within the broad scope of health law, right? And that can be healthcare law, it could be medical law, it could be public health law, it could be bioethics, but broadly conceived as something in the scope of health law. If you're concerned, is this inside or outside that line, check with me and we can vet that out. Now, some of you may already have a topic. It's obvious to you what it is that you should or will write about, and that's great. I look forward to hearing what that is. But for the rest of you, consider these factors in identifying your topic. First, write about something on which you have an interest and which you have a passion. What do you really care about? What really excites you? And the reason for that, or at least one reason for that, is that this is going to require 100, 150 hours or more of your time, and you don't want to spend that kind of time on something that you aren't that interested in. In other words, unlike a lot of other law school classes, where you don't have any control over the content and subject matter of the course, here you do. And so exercise it wisely. Second factor in identifying a topic, try to leverage your prior knowledge and experience, right? You have to. It's already January 2018, and you want to have this submitted by May 2018, and that's a little bit of a challenge, and therefore, if at all possible, don't start completely from scratch. Try to think, well, I already know this, or I already studied this in this other course, or I do this in my job, or I did this as an undergraduate. Try to find some synergy or a building block from which you can proceed. It might be that you are particularly interested in a particular area of law, and you've already studied that in another course, or maybe it's not that you know the law, but you know a particular area of science, of medicine, or of social science, and then you can find legal issues that relate to the area of industry that you are familiar with. Or even quite literally, this would be the most specific and concrete example of what I'm talking about here, is you literally take a prior project, a paper that you wrote in another program or somewhere else, and you build on it, you expand it in this seminar. Third factor in identifying a topic. And what I was talking about before is you're trying to look backwards to what you already know and build on that, so you're not starting from scratch. Well, instead of, or in addition to looking backward, you can look forward. And what I mean by that is the following. Be strategic, right? Make this project serve other goals. So write about something that you're going to need to learn anyway, or write about something that you're going to want to demonstrate expertise on anyway. So you're thinking about not what you already have seen or done in the past, but you're thinking about what you're going to be doing next, and that will help triangulate a good topic. So what do you want to build expertise on? What do you want to demonstrate expertise on? Fourth factor is whatever you're choosing, try to make it as discrete and as narrow as possible, right? So when you say I want to write about medical marijuana, for example, as a couple people are in another class I'm teaching, well, what about medical marijuana, right? Do you want to write about tax issues? Do you want to write about banking issues? Do you want to, what is it about medical marijuana? So try to frame it as narrowly as possible. It's much better to write a good analysis, a thorough and deep analysis of a narrow topic than a very shallow treatment of a broad topic. So those are 4 factors. Here's a 5th one, and that's that there are some good guides to identifying paper topics for law school seminars, both in this academic legal writing book and in this other book, Scholarly Writing for Law Students. So I haven't required you to purchase these books, but they're good books. I don't know that you need to get both of them, but if you can get either one, that might be a real helpful guide for you in giving you advice as to all the different stages of the paper, from selecting the topic to starting, to writing, to editing, to revising, to polishing. Those are just some factors. I don't know that you need to satisfy all 5 of those factors for a good topic, but if you could satisfy as many as possible, that would be great. So finding a topic. Well, one thing to do would, if you're still not sure, is just to immerse yourself into the relevant literature. And as you read it, or at least browse it, you'll become engaged and you'll start to formulate some thoughts about those topics. And where can you look? Well, you can look in the health literature. So for example, on PubMed or Scopus, you can look in the legal literature. So ssrn.com, right, is where law professors put articles before they're published. So you can get the most recent things, as well as on Westlaw and Lexis. And then there's also legal news, which might be even the most current stuff. So BNA Healthcare Daily, blogs, and then law firms have client advisories, which are sort of like blogs. Also, you can look at what people have been writing in the law reviews, and in particular, you might look at student comments in the specialty health law journals. There's going to be student comments on health law topics in general law reviews as well, but just as a start, you might just look at these ones. These are, in the United States, U.S.-based specialty law journals, right? And in most of these, the student editors are going to be publishing their own comments. And that's basically what you're doing. I mean, your project, your seminar paper is basically the same work product as a student comment for a specialty health law journal. So you might look at those not just to get ideas about topics, but also as models or templates for the product that you're going to be completing. And these are just some examples of papers. I just snapped the titles of some papers that people wrote for me recently. And again, what the best topic for you is very unique and individual to you. Some more topics from recent students. Okay, now once you have tentatively identified a topic, then it's a good idea to go ahead and create some auto alerts, on Google, on Westlaw, and on other databases with good search terms related to that topic. Because they'll send them to you, right? And it'll show up in your email box daily, if you want it daily. But it keeps you regularly engaged. It's constantly pinging you, like, don't forget to think about this topic. Don't forget to work on your paper. You don't need to keep running the searches to find if there's been new developments. And it kind of causes you to stop and reflect about the topic on a more frequent basis. So that is the identification of your topic. In the next video, I'm going to talk about moving from identifying just the topic to identifying your thesis within or about that topic. All right, so I'll see you in the next video.